students. We're looking at solving algebra equations today. The first thing you need to know is that you have to get variables to one side of the equal sign and the numbers to the other side of the equal sign. Second thing you must do is move the variables and numbers across to the other side of the equal sign by inverse operations. For example, if you're given addition, you subtract. If you're given subtraction, you use addition. If you're given multiplication, you do division. If you're given division, you do multiplication. Always start with doing the addition or subtraction, and then multiplication or division to solve one variable. Let's take a look at what this looks like. If you have this problem here and you try to solve for x, what you need to do is you look at here and you have x over 2 plus 5 equals 11. Now, we need the x by itself to solve for the variable. We have plus 5 sitting here. So in order to solve that, we're going to have to take away the 5 from this side and subtract 5 from this side, doing the inverse operations so that we can get closer to having this x all by itself. So we'll take and subtract 5 from the left side and subtract 5 from the right side. When you do that, you will notice that you will get x over 2 equals 6. Now, the final step is you have a divide by 2 written here. In order to fix that, we have to do the inverse of that, which is a multiply by 2, both sides, always to both sides. So times 2 times 2. 2 over 2 simply becomes 1x. So you'll see, let me grab a pencil real quick. We would cross these off because it's numerator-denominator relationship and becomes 1x. And therefore, now you will have 1x equals 12. And so your answer for the x value is 12. So the solution is 12, and you can check by substituting the 12 back in for x. Let's take a look at what it looks like to check your solution. Here's the original problem. Place the 12 where the x is. So when you do that, 12 divided by 2. What is 12 divided by 2? Well, that is a 6, isn't it? So now you have 6 plus, there's a 5, and does that actually equal 11? It states in the equation. It does, so we know for sure that this is correct. All right, let's take a look at the next type of problem. Actually, let's have you guys try a few. I would like you to pause your video and do these 3 questions. Make sure you do inverse operations and solve for x in each equation. Pause your video now. All right. When you worked on this first equation, you should have subtracted a 9 from both sides and divided by 5. You would get an answer of 3. On number 2, you would add your 4 to both sides and then divide by 4, and you would get 5. In this question here, you would add your 7 to both sides and then multiply by 3, and you would get 18. You should have shown all work for these 3 problems. Let's take a look at one more type of question. This happens to have the variable and another variable all on the same side of the equal sign. So since they're on the same side of the equal sign, we're not going to do any inverse operations. We're simply going to do what's called combining like terms, because these are both like terms. They're sitting on the same side of the equal sign. So what we do is we do 7x minus 4x, and that would get us a 3x. And on the other side we have 21. So then it becomes a simple problem from there. We simply take and divide both sides by 3, so we can get, see, divide by 3, divide by 3. The 3 over 3 becomes 1x. And the other side, 21 divided by 3, becomes 7. I would like you to try a few more problems. Here are 3 problems for you to try out. Please show all work. Make sure if the variables are both on the same side of the equal sign, it's considered combining like terms. All right, pause your video and try these out, please. All right, let's take a look and see how you did. 4w plus 2w, well, that's 6w. So you should have had 6w equals 24. Divide both sides by 6, x is 4. 8t minus 3t is 5t. So 5t equals 35, and you get a 7. 5d minus 9d. Well, you have to have only a negative 4d. So divide both sides by the negative 4, and d is equal to 4. Now you must have shown all work for these problems. Please do not just write simple answers, because that will tell me that you did not do the work completely. Alright, that's it for this video, and we'll check in with you on the next video in a few minutes.